A new update has gone out onto EYLog today, 1st September 2021, allowing you to enable the development matters, the new early learning goals, and the Birth to 5 Matters frameworks onto your EYLog system. And this short video will show you how you can enable those, how you can customize those in terms of the terminology you wish to use alongside the frameworks, and how you can set one of these frameworks to be your main or primary framework for observation assessment moving forwards. It's a really quick and easy change to make onto your EYLog system. All you would need to do as a manager is log in onto your EYLog web portal, as I've done here on our dummy Tim's Nursery branch. In the top right-hand corner, select your profile picture and click System Settings from the drop-down list to access the settings area of the EYLog system for you. As the settings load, you'll find on the left-hand side there's a tab named Frameworks. If you were to click or select this Frameworks tab, what you'll find is a data grid appear on screen, allowing you to choose which of the frameworks supported here within EYLog are included, if ticked, or excluded, if unticked, within your EYLog software. With any included framework, you can select to mark that framework as the main framework on your EYLog software. And what that would mean is that that would be the framework displayed as part of the main observation sheet body. All other frameworks enabled or included within the platform, not marked here as a main framework, will still be available as part of the framework navigation bar above the observation sheet itself. Now, one thing to note with all of the frameworks that you can enable, where there's customization options applicable, you'll find these at the bottom of this framework's data view. You'll notice that we have a legacy EYFS option. That would be the EYFS framework in use until yesterday, where you might be using emerging, developing, secure previously as your assessment levels, or other terminology and color codings if you change those. But as part of this view, we can access the Development Matters framework and make amendments here in terms of the assessment levels you want to include. We offer statement level, aspect level, or area level assessment. You'll see what that means shortly. And you can use up to 3 assessment level terms. Now here on my dummy system, we've simply got 2 enabled, working towards and working within. Although we know some customers might remain or retain the emerging, developing, secure terminology they're familiar with, so you've got flexibility here. We've gone with these 2, working towards, working within, as per some of the guidance. With the early learning goals, again, we have those same 3 assessment levels available to you. Again, I'm only using 2, emerging and expected level met. And in Birth to 5, we again have up to 3 assessment levels. By default named I need help and I am okay. Those are the terms provided to us by Birth to 5 as part of our conversations. And again, you have that flexibility to customize these to add up to 3 assessment levels of your choosing, with range, aspect, and area assessment available. Any changes you make to either this framework grid or the customizations with any of the frameworks, don't forget to click the Submit button in the bottom left-hand corner to save those changes to the system. Now, once you've made the changes here on the web portal, you do need to update your EYLog tablets. So if we simply swap from my PC screen share here to my tablet to share the screen of that view, what you'll find is that when you load or open the EYLog application, you may be prompted for an application update. If not, please go to either the Play Store or your Apple App Store, depending on your tablet type, and ensure the new application update is installed. Alternatively, from this staff login screen, you can simply click the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner. And if you're on Android, you do have the option to search for an application update from here. On Apple devices, that feature is not available. You do need to update through the App Store as per the Apple process. Of course, one thing you will need to ensure is that you perform a settings update onto the tablet. Now, a settings update does occur automatically as part of a tablet app update anyway. So if you've made those framework changes prior to updating your application, you don't necessarily need to perform that settings update at this stage. If, however, the app's updated for you automatically overnight from the release, make the changes on that web portal and click Update Settings at this stage to apply those changes to your device. And that needs to be applied on every tablet on which you have EYLog installed. Once the settings have been updated, staff, when they log in, will find within the observation sheet itself, I'll just select a child here and click New Observation, the applied changes as made. So we can see here that we've got the Development Matters framework within the main observation body in the bottom right-hand corner. And I've got the early learning goals and the birth to 5 matters in my navigation framework bar at the top. Of course, if you set either birth to 5 matters or ELGs as your main or primary framework, that would be what displays in that bottom right post-it note that you see on my screen. If we were to open the framework itself, Development Matters here to start with, we'll then pick up those customizations applied within that framework's view. So in our case, the terminology working towards and working within. If we were to click on birth to 5 matters, the terminology displayed is then the I need help and I am okay in those default purple and green color codings as per the birth to 5 guidance. But in both framework scenarios, we've tried to keep the layout of the frameworks as consistent as possible with what you've been familiar with from the EYFS version previously. So the left-hand side of the view is always your area and aspect selection with statements on the right-hand side. Now with birth to 5, you do have that range breakdown, as you can see. Of course, that doesn't apply on Development Matters. We simply provide you with the statement list in that scenario. If you have any trouble with updating any of these frameworks within your EYLog system, don't hesitate to contact our support team on the telephone numbers or by email. But this video should give you all the guidance needed to get those frameworks enabled, customized, and the main framework set ready for your observations moving into this new autumn term 2021.